Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today is Thursday, so we're here with Happy, Healthy Habits with Robin Shimizu and friends. How you doing, Robin?
I'm doing really well, really well. I just thought it would be kind of fun if I could show people my new mask
Oh,
that I got as a happy healthy habit.
yeah.
Yeah, because this is my happy healthy habit every day now. Is my mask.
I am so, what would you say, honored to know that you are using your mask today.
And the thing that I found, which is really kind of fun about these masks, is that number one, we need to wear them to protect
Mhm.
everybody else, right? It's not necessarily just to protect ourselves because it doesn't really, but we don't spray on other people in case we're carrying the virus. But it's planning ahead of time to make sure your mask is with you. So, like, I have a mask in my car. I have
Mm-hmm.
a mask in my purse. I have a mask at home because you don't know when you're going to need to put it on. But yeah, I've been very very conscientious about wearing my mask outside but not when I'm walking. I don't wear it when I'm walking. Do you, Terry? When you go out walking, do you wear your mask?
I put it around my neck. I don't really, what would you say? I don't keep it on when I'm walking because I want that fresh air circulating.
Right, right.
And so I just look at it that way, that the more fresh air I get,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
the better. Which is why I like a mask that's just cotton on cotton.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what I do when I go out walking is if I see, and it's been kind of mutual. If I see people walking toward me,
Uh-huh.
I'll like get into the bike lane,
Yes,
or
I know what
you
you're
know
saying. You
we
yield the road, y'all will yield to each other, right?
exactly, and it's fun, and people are very very generous about it. They don't
Yeah.
seem to have any problem, and it's actually kind of people are like laughing about it because they say yeah 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 social distance. Let's maintain our social distance, and
So
there hasn't been a problem for me. I don't know. Have you had a problem at all?
I have not had a problem with anybody really resisting the social distancing. I'm going to put my mask up. You're going to put yours down. I'm going to put mine up.
Okay. Uh,
Okay. And mine is my Biz Chicks mask. I don't know how well you can hear me.
let me see it. Show us. There you go. How cute is that?
And then I put my name on that side. So, yes.
Okay.
So I like personalizing them. I like having more than one mask.
Mm-hmm.
And Lynnis is here with us today. So we're
Yeah.
going to bring her into the studio.
Oh, good. Is Lynnis here now?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. I gotta put my mask back up.
Hey, Lynnis.
Hey, Lynnis.
We are.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us today? Let's see.
My
She's
connection is not a good one today for some reason.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you hear me and see me?
Yes, we can hear you now, and you are live.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, Lynnis. Thank you
Morning,
so much
Lynnis.
for joining us. Can I do a really quick introduction, Lynnis, and then
Yes, please.
because I think this is so perfect timing, and we did this. Just this is the way things manifest, right? I had my mask on this morning,
We
and
got it.
we're going to talk about do your own mask, and
But I'm not talking about those kind of masks. I'm talking about
Yes,
facial masks.
that's what I thought. Exfoliating, right?
Things that you probably using stuff that you probably already have in your kitchen.
Isn't
That's
that
what I mean.
I thought you were going to be talking about making masks and stuff.
Yeah, no. I wasn't specific, but just attribute that to maybe only having about an hour's worth of sleep last night. So anything goes.
Well, I think it's a good play on words.
What happened if you only had an hour? What happened? Can you tell us?
I don't know. I just couldn't shut down. I'm working on a lot of projects, a lot of stuff going on, and for some reason, I just couldn't shut down. And that happens sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, rather than trying to make myself go to bed and do all this other stuff, that might work, I just kind of go with it until my body shuts down naturally by itself. So I'm thinking that probably right around 1:30 or so, or actually I'm doing a summit, which I want to talk about later on at 1 o'clock. So after that summit, probably I'll be like this.
Yes, I find that when I'm getting ready to train something, I'm up till 3 and 4 in the morning. I'm like, you gotta be on at 8, 9 o'clock. What are you doing? But you're running through everything.
I have a lot of different things going on, and which is great. A lot of different projects and things that I'm launching. And sometimes I was going over it with my daughter, who's going to be helping me 4 hours a day since she's on furlough, and she's master and she's so smart. And so after I finished going over my platforms with her in social media, you know what she looked like? She looked like this. She said, Mom, is so much. We've got to streamline you. I said, great, that's what I need. And she says, I feel overwhelmed. I said, I know, everybody does when I first explained to them the different platforms I use, but I'm taking this opportunity to streamline my platforms. But my daughter was like that.
Sometimes we just need confirmation that we need to streamline some things. I have a question before we begin. Robin, did you actually introduce Lynnis?
Not yet.
Not yet. I just started talking. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, this is what we do. Okay.
Let me introduce Lynnis just really quickly. And I'm sure our viewers know who she is, but I want to, just in case we have some new viewers or on replay. Okay, so Lynnis is a guest of ours very often because we just love her to pieces. Her name is Lynnis Woods Mullins. Okay, she's a holistic wellness and living expert for women over the age of 40. And what she does, she has an e-magazine, she's an author, she's a mentor, she counsels, just helps women in every way. So emotionally and spiritually and physically and mentally. And we just adore her because it doesn't matter what the topic is of the day, Lynnis can talk about it. So we really, really appreciate that, Lynnis. And today you're not going to do your own masks. We're going to talk about something else.
I wanted to talk about it because I hear so many people talking about, the lack of their stylist not being around, their nail person not being around, their esthetician. And even if they were open, some people are being hesitant about going. Now, I understand some states like Georgia and other places are opening up their states. Sorry, Georgia. I lived there for a long time when I went to college, so I love you. But, man, what is going on? Not a good idea. So the hair salon.
Okay, so let's hope.
I don't know how they're going to be, going to be opening up, and I don't know how they're going to be able to do social distancing while doing hair and face and nails, but oh well. So if you happen to be some of those people that are in states that are opening up, but you're still not feeling comfortable about going, or if you're in California where we're still like in the West Coast, still waiting, still locked in, there are things in your kitchen cabinet that you can use to clean your face and to exfoliate. And I think this is a good time to think about exfoliation because our cells, our skin's getting drier because stress dries up your cells. And so if you want to have that glow, you want to have a mask of some kind. And some people saying, well, I want to order something from Amazon, and that's fine. But here's the deal with Amazon. They're not always delivering as soon as you might need it.
You need to say that.
Yes. They're overwhelmed as well. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to share with you some of the stuff that I do and other things that I know I'm going to try. And I do have recipes for all of this. And if I had been smarter, I could have done a PowerPoint and shown you the recipes. So I'm going to figure out the best way to get you the recipes. But I first wanted to tell you that I haven't used a cleanser in 7 years.
On solo, here you go.
I'm sorry?
I was going to put you on the solo screen to talk to us about this.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I haven't used a cleanser in 7 years. The reason being is that, my skin was beginning to change and I was beginning to get more dried up. So really just dry skin. So I tried something else. And what I use is olive oil and lavender oil in here. And sometimes I might put in some vanilla in here as well. Lavender is a healing component for damaged skin, and so is vanilla. Plus, it smells good. And that's all I use. I haven't used soap in ages. And I just put it on and wipe it off. I use, you know, a little bit of sometimes mineral oil to take off my makeup or something like that. But I try not to use any chemicals on my face at all. Now, when it comes to scrubs, I have some favorite scrubs that I like. In fact, I make these scrubs all the time. At my spa days, I give them to the ladies. And I don't know if you can see what it looks like inside, but this is my brown sugar scrub. And I use this on my face and on my body. And what it is brown sugar, regular granulated white sugar, olive oil, and lavender. And it's something like a quarter of a cup of brown sugar and a half a cup of raw sugar, and then the lavender oil, about 4 or 5 drops of lavender oil, about a capful or 2 of vanilla, and olive oil. Or if you have coconut oil and you melt it, either one. I use olive oil because it's a little less greasy for me, and I just stir it all together and let it sit. Sometimes after a few days, you might have to add a little bit of lavender oil because the sugar soaks up the olive oil. But that's what I use for my scrub to, you know, try to get to, you know, the pores and get the dirt out of the pores and all of that. It's wonderful. I use it. I do some kind of a scrub once a week. And I also use it for my body. I use it on my feet. I use it on my elbows and my knees in the shower. And it's wonderful. And it, you know, it costs whatever the cost is to have it up in your cabinet. So it's almost like putting together something free. Now, there are a few other things that I do for those of you who drink coffee. And I am an avid coffee drinker. I drink it in the morning. I definitely had some today. But I use a coffee scrub, and you take the grounds from your coffee that you've already used, or you can just use fresh ground coffee. And you put some olive oil in here, or melted coconut oil, lavender, and vanilla. That's it. You stir it up and you put it on your face. Now, I have to do a disclaimer. It's kind of messy. So put it in a place where, you know, you can easily clean it up. I did it the first time in my, scrubbed my whole body in my bathtub, and it took me 2 days to get all the coffee grinds out. I won't do that again. So I probably will do it in the pantry, you know, out in the garage there where we have the sink there, and that, you know, I don't care about coffee grounds in there. So I'll do it for my face there, and it might be a while before I do it for my body, but for my face, excellent. It, the coffee grounds kind of rejuvenates your skin because of the caffeine that's in there. The sugar, of course, is another exfoliant, and the olive oil moisturizes your skin, and then the lavender repairs little cracks and breaks and damages of your skin that maybe you can't even see. And the vanilla also does the same thing. So that's another one I use. Now, I'm going to go to my little recipe file here so I can see what I'm looking at here. Another one that I love is a lemon and sugar face scrub. Now, if you have a lot of abrasions on your skin, if you're suffering from acne or something like that, this may not be the one for you. But if you have extremely oily, it might work for you. It's a teaspoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of olive oil, a tablespoon of organic honey, and about juice from a half a lemon and granulated sugar. The juice from the lemon acts as an astringent. The organic honey is a great antioxidant. And you stir that all together, and you just put it on, gently rub it into your face for about a minute or so, and then you rinse it off with lukewarm water. In fact, all of these, the scrubs and all the things I'm talking about, you just generally rub it in, and then you rinse it off with water. Another favorite one of mine, because it feels so good, honey and oatmeal facial scrub. I'm sure some of you might have oatmeal in your house and hopefully have some honey. Raw honey, by the way. Half a cup of oats, and then 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of nutmeg, because that helps with the exfoliation, and then about 15 drops of lavender oil and 15 drops of tea tree oil. and 1 teaspoon of dried lavender, if you can find it. Now, this really smells good when you put it on. And the lavender oil and the tea tree are really good for your skin when it comes to repairing any damage that's on. Let it sit for a little while to soak up, and then you gently rub it on the skin. And for this one, I might leave on a little longer, a minute or so, and then you rinse it off with warm water. One of the things about tree oil that's really good is that it helps to break out, helps to even out your skin tone. Now, if you're looking for something to kind of brighten your skin a little bit, maybe you just feel after scrubs, you still feel like you have this hue over your skin, you can try this. This is a great exfoliating scrub, but it's also a great antioxidant, and it's blueberry and honey exfoliating face scrub. I love this. You take half a cup of blueberries and 2 tablespoons of raw honey. I always recommend raw honey. If you can get the local raw honey, you know, some of the farmers markets are opening up again, or go to your store and get some raw honey, that's great. And about 2 tablespoons of sugar. And you put all of those ingredients in a food processor and you blend it till it's smooth. And then you just put a layer on a clean place and let it sit for about 15 minutes. Then when you take it off, you are going to have such a wonderful glow on your skin. You are going to love how it feels afterwards. Now, this is another one of my favorites because it always seems to give me a glow, but I also feel more energized when I have this. It's called a chocolate sugar homemade face scrub, and I love it. About 3 months ago or so, I discovered the idea of putting cocoa in my smoothies because it has protein in it. Of course, it has a little bit things that I can create that are already in my cabinet. And I found this recipe is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then 1/8 cup of olive oil, a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You put that all together in a bowl or whatever, and then you put it on your skin for about 60 seconds, and you let this sit for about 10 minutes as well. And when you take it off, not only is your skin smoother, but you do feel re-energized. Your skin looks healthy and it's glowing. And there's something in the cocoa that brings that out. Now, if you notice, a lot of homemade scrubs have vanilla and lavender, tea tree oil. And the reason why is because they have restorative values for your skin. They help repair cell damage. They help to strengthen that first defense layer, because the skin is our first defense layer when it comes to preventing, any infections and things like that. I have used these scrubs on my hands. I use them on my feet, and I've used them on my body as well. It's just that when I use it on my body, it gets a little bit messy. And what I do is I have a lot of these small bottles, and some stuff I put in these small bottles like this, or I put them in little small jars like this. And you can order these from Amazon. I don't know when they'll get to you, but they have this size and larger sizes. So what I do is I make like a big bowl. Maybe I double the size and I make a big bowl and I put it in these kinds of containers, and I give them away to my clients or my friends, and they all love it. There's so many other things that you can do that you may not have tried that is right there in your cabinet. Like, for instance, what about avocado and honey? Have you tried that before? Avocado is great just all by itself because avocado is a great moisturizer. But the other thing is, if you add a little honey to it, it's a great antioxidant that you're adding to it, and you can feel it tingling on your skin, and it feels so good. It's one of the best feelings. You can also try papaya face masks, and papaya is excellent to eat, actually, for your immune system, but it's also a great antioxidant. So you take the papaya and mush it all up. You add a little bit of honey and sugar to it, and I don't know the exact measurements for this one. This is just something that I've tried because I read about it. And I just put it all over my face, slowly all over my face, and then rinse it with warm water, and it feels fantastic. Now, rinsing with warm water is important because it helps get the stuff off your skin. Just make sure it's not too hot because you don't want to damage your skin with hot water. Whenever possible, use, tepid water or a little warm water. Sometimes though, with some of these, especially the coffee one, I like to use cold water because it just wakes me up with the coffee on my face and the cold water. I probably should have had those earlier today. Those are some of the scrubs that I wanted to share with you today. Yeah, okay.
That was really fast, Lynnis. You're going to have to give us the recipes because I was writing as fast as I could, and I know I missed some things. Okay, so when you talk about vanilla, you're talking about regular vanilla extract, or is there vanilla oil that you recommend?
Regular vanilla extract. If
Okay.
you there, you have it. Most people have vanilla extract, so just regular vanilla extract. Yep.
Okay.
And if you want these, if anybody wants these recipes, just email me, Lynnis@praiseworks.biz, and I will give you some of these recipes.
Okay, I want to put up Brenna's comment. I don't know if you could see it while we were in session, but
No.
she was saying, careful going into the sun after any lemon treatment. Wait an hour. People can be photosensitive. Okay, we'll consider that. Thank you, Brenna. She says, everything that you've said, they all sound
Thank you.
so delightful. And when you were talking about the cocoa, the cocoa, she says it's full of antioxidants. And so, yes, when we put that on our face, because you were saying
it is.
It gives a glow or a healthy look.
I love hot cocoa now because I know what the cocoa is doing. And I drink that sometimes in place of coffee in the morning. You might want to try a tomato sugar face scrub because the lycopene in the tomatoes helps to protect against UV rays.
Oh, nice.
And what you do is you put the tomato through a food processor, and then you add the sugar. I don't know how much sugar you add, just depends on how granulated you want to be, and you just rub that into your face as well, and that really gives you some UV ray protection as well because of the lycopene in the tomatoes.
See, there you go, Brenda. We got a solution for those people who are photosensitive. Let's see what else she's saying. She's talking back to you, Lynnis. It says, any citrus treatment makes people photosensitive afterwards. So maybe like Lynnis was saying, you might want to go with tomatoes instead.
Right, tomatoes. Yeah, because there's an ingredient in tomatoes that actually helps protect you from UV rays, which is really cool.
I think this was an excellent topic because people are looking for things to do. Like you said, during this time, they have time to actually take a facial, give themselves a facial, and they don't have to go out and get anything special. They can look up in their cabinet. Surely we have some of this stuff. We might not be able to make all the recipes. We can make at least one.
Yes, and the ones that I chose were ones that I think in most cases people might have in their homes right now. Like for instance, people probably have lemons because it's going all around about the need to drink warm lemon water every day to be preventative, or whenever you've gone out and then come back home to have lemon water. Now, the essential oils, if you don't have any other essential oil in your collection, you should definitely have lavender essential oil. There's so much you can do with it. It helps for sleeping. If it is an essential oil, a therapeutic essential oil, you can make hot tea from it. You can use it for skin damage. And then, of course, you can use it for all these different scrubs. Also, vanilla, most people have that in their cabinet. Hopefully people have the blueberries these days. A lot of people are doing blueberries because if you can't find organic blueberries, if you just can't go, if you happen to have some frozen blueberries, that's okay too. It's not going to kill you to use frozen blueberries sometimes too.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. I see people still vending out on corners for fresh fruit. What do you think of that? You think it's okay to buy the fresh fruit and use that like for the scrubs?
Yeah.
We're waiting for Lynnis's signal. What, Lynnis, are you back?
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on? It's crazy. It's going. The internet's really
You know, the
connectivity today.
internet has just been interesting, and that's just the way it is. We cannot be responsible for the signal. Fortunately, these are the benefits of being live.
Yeah. Yeah, really,
Mhm.
yeah. There's a lot of people using the internet. A lot of people are on, and so the bandwidth is just all my windows right now are buffering. I closed most of the windows, but they're still buffering. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Well, you're
And
fine
I
right
think I'm
now.
buffering too, so forgive me.
That's okay. You're fine right now.
Okay.
I was
All right.
asking
I have
what you think about buying the fruit from the stands and using that right now. Do you think that's safe?
I think that's fine. Yes, I think it's fine. You just want to make sure that you wash them well. Um, they're not, I haven't heard anything about how long viruses live on the skins of fruit and things like that.
Mhm.
But just use wisdom and wash them well, or peel the skins off, that kind of thing. If you're not sure, leave them out in the sun for a few hours, if you're concerned about maybe there's some virus still on it, but I haven't heard anything that makes me think that, oh no, you should not get any fresh fruit.
Yes.
We want to find a way, because even though we want to be safe, we want to find a way to keep our local going and having the dollar turn more than one communities. So if you have to have a farmer's market that's still open, use social distancing, put your hazmat outfit on that you wear when you go out, and get some sun and get some fresh vegetables. Because right now, more than any other time in our lives, we do lots of fruit, lots of fresh vegetables. Very important.
Okay, well, I'm going to put your contact information, your email in here, so people can email you if they would like the recipe, and also so they'll know where to find you on the web at Phraseworks. I thought that this was very timely, and we want to give a shout out to our co-producer, Miss Francine Gregory. It's her birthday today, so now she can do her facial scrubs and look even prettier. So happy birthday, Fran. And for all you biz chicks, be sure to send her a text or a direct message over there in the group. She'd love to hear from you to know that you.
Boy, this is really bad. Yes.
I'm putting a birthday greeting
Was
in
Lynnis
here.
saying something?
I think she's
Okay,
saying
can we?
something.
All right, boy. I was trying to, but my connection is so bad. I couldn't tell if you could hear me or not. Can you hear me?
We can now.
Okay. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm participating in
Oh my goodness, everybody's going in and out right now. So
yeah, I went out too for a quick.
Yeah. So we're going to ask
Lynnis is still gone.
Lynnis, can you put the information in the chat for your summit?
So, Terry, I want to do one more. Yeah, I'll.
Okay. Well, we're waiting for
let's
that.
try again, Lynnis.
Okay.
Yes, I can. I'm good. I'm trying to bit right now.
Okay. All right. So
there you are. Tell us about your summit, Lynnis, that's coming up.
Yes, I'm excited. We are having a summit. Last year, I wrote a book called Power Up Superwoman with 15 other women, and 7 of us have come together to do an empowerment summit, a virtual empowerment summit to just help women be inspired and empowered and give them some great stories and great fellowship to help us get through these times. And it's today at 1 o'clock, and I'll put the bit in the chat there so that you can post it. And I think I posted something in the group about it yesterday, but we're very excited. I believe there's 8 of us, 8 women from all over the country. And one lady is in India who also wrote the book, who is going to be sharing as well. And we just kind of want to be there to inspire and to, help people kind of have some hope and inspiration as we go through this journey together. We just want to be helpful. Let me see. Okay.
And
this should be
from
it.
1 o'clock to
I'm putting it in there now.
1 o'clock.
Power Up Bit.ly, Power Up Summit. There it is right there.
There we go.
Okay. And also, I want to invite people. Okay, and I want to invite people to come into my group, the Wellness Woman group, because we're doing a Hope Challenge, and the Hope stands for honoring our purpose every day. And every day I come on to give another challenge of something that is inspiring and helpful, something that will help us to honor our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. And I have to take a look at the calendar. I put together a calendar to take a look at the calendar and see what today's challenge is. But I invite you to come into the Wellness Woman group. And if you'd like the Hope Challenge calendar, let me know, email me or message me, and I'll be glad to send that to you as well. Boy, this is really, I can't hear anybody.
Lynnis, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Yeah.
No.
Wow, this is really bad kind of connectivity.
That's okay. I had muted my mic.
So how long is the summit today, Lynnis? It starts at 1 and it goes until when?
It goes 30.
To what 30?
That goes until 2:30.
Okay, it's an hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So we're going to
1 to 2:30.
Good. We want to encourage everybody to attend the summit. If you're available, there's so many meetings now. Everybody's like, attend the summit. So we're encouraging you to do that.
I know.
We're encouraging you to do that. If you're not booked, to go to the summit. Lynnis, you always have such valuable things. Robin, you were sharing something with us. What was it you wanted to share before we go?
Oh, I just wanted to re-emphasize the importance of people masking up when you go outside. I still see a lot of people that are not taking it seriously enough, where they're not using their masks. And we're trying to protect everybody else by putting our mask on, especially the people that are serving you at the grocery stores or whatever. So to that end, people, wear your mask, even if it fogs up your glasses, which it does to me all the time. It just drives me crazy.
Really?
My glasses are always fogged up.
Well, maybe you should have your mask under your glasses. Are they under the rim?
Yeah.
And they're still fogging up.
I don't
It
know
happens
why.
to me too.
Maybe
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway,
So there
everybody be safe. And Terry has a bunch of things. Terry, you've made like 50 of these masks, right?
Oh yeah. But my masks I call them fashion masks because they're designed for cuteness also and personal protection. I don't make any medical claims.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I'm mailing out. In fact, I'm mailing out some Biz Chicks masks today. So let me see if you can read that. You can see my name is on that side, and then this is Biz Chicks over here. So
how cute is that?
Biz Chicks are ready. We're ready, guys. Maybe someone can give us some information about foggy glasses. Brenda's in here, and she always has solutions for everything. The medical ones do the same. The medical ones still fog up, she says. Oh, let's see. Yes, foggy glasses, and then she's saying medical ones do the same thing. Also, I want you to know, here is the information in the chat for the Power Summit. Okay. And Lynnis's contact information is in here also. So guys, is there anything you want to share? Anything else you want to share before we go? I do want to say, please be safe. Please be safe. And
Please.
after a while, we get kind of immune to or what would you call it, desensitized to whether or not we should mask up. I think we should take care of our facial masks and our physical masks. I'm gonna ask you to wind us up, Lynnis and Robin, because I see Lynnis looking at the clock. She's on a schedule, ladies. Okay.
I know this is a crazy day. I've got podcasts and summits and an interview. It's just crazy.
Exactly. So we are not going to keep you, but we love you and we really appreciate
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much
Lynnis.
for letting me come back and sharing. I really enjoy you guys. You're doing so much great work.
Thank God be the glory. Okay, Robin, do you have something?
Next week we have Erin Sum.
Okay.
Yeah, next week we have Erin Sum, who's going to be joining us, and so we're looking forward to hearing from Erin. She's a coach for confidence, and always has wonderful things to share with us. And that's about it. I just wanted to thank Lynnis and ask everybody to please be safe, mask up, and have a great week.
Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, don't forget to go to the front of your own line and give a shout out to Francine today if you get a chance for happy birthdays, okay?
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Francine.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo! See you later, guys. Don't forget to go to the front of your own line.